I wonder what time it is. I wonder what time it is. I wonder what time it is.
Sir?
Hey,
Oh,
Alex.
what?
What time is it?
It's time to do some laundry.
Oh. Wow.
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 Wow. Hello.
Hello. And welcome back to, finally, While the Clothes Dry.
Yes. Right off the bat, I'd like to say sorry about the external noise. Um, I believe they're having an action movie marathon out there. And, well, we had some scheduling conflicts, I guess.
I think they were watching the Claus movie earlier. Or the Christmas Chronicle.
Really?
Okay, so obviously it's an action movie.
Yeah.
It was one I had not seen. I believe it was 3D animated. And the elves were not speaking English.
Rise of the Guardians?
No.
All the elves in that speak Russian.
Maybe? No, I don't think that's what it was. But either way, I came out and I was listening and I'm like, I know that is not Spanish. I was like, okay, I don't know if it's gibberish or if it's another language, but that is not Spanish.
Not Spanish.
And I could tell.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair. Amen.
amen.
Amen to that. We're back.
We are back from a slight hiatus.
Yeah. We didn't mean to leave you in the cold. We're very sorry. You know, you've been sitting there in the Southern California snow and freezing your ass off. We're really sorry. If we were half the While the Clothes Dry podcast you thought we were, we'd have a warm blanket and some hot cocoa for you.
This is coming from the man who is threatening
What's that now?
to, like, pummel and cause them to eat waffles covered in green sauce.
Listen. Does this look like the face of a man who could do any of that?
Do you want me to answer that? He's making a face.
We were at a Friendsgiving at a friend's house.
Group of friends.
A multitude of friends, actually. Living together in beautiful post-grad harmony of some sort.
They recently moved in to a house together that is on a 6 month lease. So
Yeah.
we got to go visit them, and our original plan was to go celebrate this Friendsgiving, Friends Christmas
Yeah.
thing.
Stay the night to do like our part or my part of like their short film that they were directing and producing and acting in, and basically everybody was a part of it. Um and then leave.
But we became a part of it too.
Scheduling conflicts led to many people dropping out of the production, and we filled a couple of roles on set, right?
Key roles.
Yeah, well, let's not toot our own horn on the wave. But we definitely had a lot of fun.
Yes, we definitely had a lot of fun. Joining in this impromptu. It wasn't the project wasn't impromptu.
No,
we were
it was planned.
impromptu.
We were an impromptu addition to the crew / cast.
Because I didn't think I would be able to do it, but then I kind of was like YOLO,
Yeah. Which, for all you younger viewers, that means you only live once.
And for all you older viewers, that means you only live once.
Well, look, for the older viewers, they should either know what it is or have their own warped view on all those little shortened words and not be able to hear us anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Either way, yes. So we joined in on that adventure, which was 2 days of filming, and then we hung out and went to Crack Shack, which we had never been to. Or I had never been to it. Had you been to it?
No, I've never been either. And
Okay.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I could see myself eating every day. You know what I mean?
Oh, heck no.
No,
no
like-
way.
The flavors are rich.
Mm-hmm.
The aftertaste was to die for. The sauces were of great variety and style.
Mm-hmm.
I
I agree.
One of my friends offered me a biscuit with honey butter on it, and I forgot how joyous honey butter makes me feel.
Really?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
honey butter, apple butter, good stuff. Don't have it enough to remember that it exists, but when I do end up ingesting some,
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Interesting. Would you want to make honey butter?
I think I would. I think I'd like that quite a lot.
We should do that.
We should do that.
I like doing things like that.
Mm.
For sure. Oh, making things. But during the Friendsgiving, we did a white elephant, which
Mm-hmm.
your eyes went. Oh.
Yeah, I just remembered what you're going to talk about, and please continue. I forgot about our son.
Oh. um, our other son. But yeah, so we did a white elephant. We do a Secret Santa, but white elephant seemed easier, and we definitely did not play correctly? Question mark. But no one seemed avidly disappointed.
No. I think, and the thing was, we didn't play incorrectly out of malice. I think we just didn't really 100% understand what white elephant meant.
Yeah. I mean, it was basically everyone bring something, and then we go around and you can steal or you can open something.
Yeah.
But everyone just ended up opening something, so then I just was like, okay, now if people want to steal, they can do that.
So now, you're supposed to steal before you open?
You can? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't do enough research,
Oh,
and I
no.
didn't want to also be like, that's not how you do it.
You know,
So
the
I just was
the
like,
spirit was there.
the spirit was there. There
The
was some.
spirit was there.
There was one really cool one that was handmade with, I believe it was like shrinky dinks, or like the plastic shrinking material, very well crafted, and that got stolen from me. So I was a little bit bummed about that, but we did end up taking home a flytrap lily, or a Venus flytrap,
Yes. Named
Which-
Comfort.
which is very exciting, a new development in our
Mhm.
household.
Yeah, so we don't actually have a lot of flies in this house that we're currently residing in.
They
But
only have to eat 4 times a year.
yeah, that's the thing. They only have to eat 4 times a year,
I
so
mean,
it's fine.
They need sunlight. I don't know about the water situation. I actually gotta check on that.
Okay.
Gotta
We got
figure out-
water.
No, but no. Remember, it has to be like purified water,
Oh, shit.
or else did you already water it?
No, I haven't watered
Okay.
it yet. Yeah.
Okay, so I will add that to the list of things we need to purchase.
You got it.
But I digress. So we ended up taking home a Venus flytrap, which is very exciting,
Yeah.
and the food was good. We
Mm.
made some things homemade. We bought a couple of rotisserie chickens.
Mhm.
Munched on those.
Yeah. A lot of the people in our friend group have a knack for seasoning correctly. I haven't met a amount of people that could season food well like that ever. Then again, I've never had a consistent, awesome friend group like
Right.
that. You know,
Yeah.
like that's a cool ass friend group,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it is. I like it. Definitely adventurous, non-conventional. Um,
Yeah, everyone's from a different walk of life.
mm. Everybody brings something to the table.
Oh,
Ah!
oh.
Oh.
All right.
But I bring the sweet because I made these trifle cups. If you don't know what trifle is, it's basically a layered dessert from I believe the 70s. But the one that I make is Black Forest or yeah, I think it's like Schwarzwälder, which is like Black Forest. Cake theme, which is cherries, chocolate, and cream, and about half the group is gluten free. So that is an adventure that we have embarked on, or things we've learned more about um, what that means and ways to incorporate things that can be ingested by
Mm-hmm.
the group.
Yeah, it's funny. She never runs out of Black Forest. Like she's always putting Black Forest into things. It's like where? How do you find the time to always go to this Black Forest? I've never even heard of it.
It's in the Alps. I go trudging up there with my snowshoes. Like,
That's like, isn't that crazy, guys? She's always attending that Black Forest area,
yeah.
and it's like, well, take me with you sometimes. You know, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like never mind, whatever. It's like that's lame. So whatever.
Um, it's interesting that you bring up the seasonings thing because I definitely feel like I have the inclination to under season
Yeah,
my food,
you season very modestly.
but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, because you usually the trade off for you is that your food is hearty.
Yeah. And like I never like don't I never am like don't add seasoning, it's bad. Like I'm also a big advocate for like putting salt and pepper on the table
Right.
so people can add salt and pepper to their food.
Mm-hmm.
A little side tangent on that. My grandfather's diabetic, and my grandmother used to switch the salt and pepper shaker. So the one that had fewer holes in it had the salt in it, and the one that had the more holes was the pepper. Which I think it's a little funny thing that I didn't know. That's how I could always tell them apart, and then I learned that that's not usually the case.
No, I mean it like it's a style, you know.
Mm-hmm. And since I was part of a big family, we would have a salt and pepper shaker at my dad's end of the table, and just a salt shaker at my mom's end of the table. Not that she doesn't like pepper,
She
she
hardly uses it.
doesn't use it to season her food.
Yeah.
And I like salt and pepper on my eggs. That's my favorite thing to salt and pepper. It's like
How are we getting into that?
tasty.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, before we digress too far, I made meat stuffing,
yes.
which is a family recipe of mine.
Which we talked about a little bit on our Thanksgiving episode.
Yes.
If you want to go check that one out if you have not already.
Yeah. Give it a little look at, little inspection.
But you also changed it up, right? It wasn't the same.
Oh right. I followed suit with what B was doing because a lot of our friends are gluten free, and I changed the bread to be gluten free bread, which you could bounce off a damn wall. That shit is rubbery. The one that I purchased, at least, right? Maybe all gluten bread is not the same. Gluten free bread rather. But it was okay. It wasn't bad. I got a compliment from somebody I never thought I'd get a compliment from.
Yeah.
So it was worth it. I felt validated.
Yeah, no, it turned out well. I mean, it was definitely different, but the thing is I don't think anyone besides me and you had been exposed to that stuff.
Yeah, so they weren't like this isn't the stuffing that
Yeah. Which is like the thing that I made last year for Thanksgiving. But it's always a hit. So
oh my gosh.
but yeah, so It's not due to lack of originality or
Right,
lack
right,
of
right.
creativity.
No.
It's like I know what's good and I know how to make it, and like I only make it for Friendsgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually make it any other time of the year.
So you've made that before.
I made it last year,
Wow.
but you weren't at the last year's
No,
one.
I wasn't. I was home.
You were already home for Thanksgiving because it was like the day before Thanksgiving
What? Oh, okay.
or like the day after or something.
Did
like
we
that.
go get you?
Maybe you had class.
Mm.
Now I'm tripping out because I did go to your
You
house
were
for Thanksgiving.
here. Yeah, like, are you sure it
No.
wasn't the last Thanksgiving?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think it was the most recent one, but I think you had class. Thursday night, perhaps.
I'm not sure.
You were not there for the main events. But I think you showed up with a couple other kids getting out of like a 9:30 class.
Oh, it might have been music class.
Yeah.
Eh.
So,
Well, whatever.
maybe it was that. But either way, that's what I made last year and that's what I made this year. But
We got to play drunks.
yes, we did.
Drunks.
Mhm.
On a Western short film that our friends orchestrated.
Yes.
As a recent drunk grad, B,
Yeah.
as in one who portrayed a drunk on this short film that I was just talking about, you know?
Mhm.
How do you feel?
What do you mean?
Give me a color. Give me a rock. Give me a feature-length film. Give me a genus of wobblegong.
Describing
Or give me a species of wobblegong.
how I feel
Describing how you feel, yeah.
post drunkenness.
Pseudo-drunkenness. Pseudo-alcoholism, if you will.
Like granite that they make countertops out of, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a brown and a black. Like I'm glad I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't regret doing it.
Right, right.
The performance was definitely better than the rehearsal.
Yes. Feature-length film? How do you feel? Which feature-length film do you feel?
Oh, feature length film. I was gonna say Magnificent Seven, but I don't think you've seen that, so you wouldn't know the vibe.
That's okay. I mean, it doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means I haven't seen it. If that's the one you want to go with, that's fine.
There's a movie called, I believe, The Godfathers.
2?
No, not The Godfather.
The Godfather 2.
No.
There are two Godfathers.
No. It was a John Wayne movie.
Oh.
It's called
What the hell?
Three Godfathers.
3?
Three Godfathers, 1948 Western drama.
What the hell?
And man, what a story. I do recommend it. It says it's not rated. I would give it probably a PG rating if it were me. But it's such a good movie. There's death. But that's the movie, I guess. I would say a feature length film. It's an hour and 40 something minutes.
Interesting.
So it's a feature length. What about you? Color?
Probably maroon.
Okay, rock.
A nice marble.
Really interesting. And a feature movie?
Where the Wild Things Are. The live action one.
Never saw it. So you gotta
and
pick a different one.
that's entirely not true. It literally.
Well, I said you didn't see Magnificent Seven, so I picked a different one.
You picked 3 Godfathers, which guess
Oh,
what?
you still
I haven't seen that one.
You still
Wow.
haven't seen that.
What a concept.
Dang it.
And then I'm gonna one up you here. The Australian wobblegong, which you didn't answer.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
wobblegong you wanted?
I guess the Norwegian one.
There's no Norwegian wobblegong.
Why not?
There's one from Japan. The wobblegong is a species of carpet shark. Very.
Oh,
in 12 different species.
Straight up thought you were making that word up.
Wobblegong?
I totally forgot that this is an actual thing.
Look up the wobblegong.
Okay. Go into detail.
Listeners, the wobblegong is amazing. It's a shark. It looks really weird. And he has like little bristles. He looks homeless. But like in an endearing kind of way. There's just something about him that I really enjoy. I saw him recently. I do a lot of rather recently I've been doing a lot of fish research. It's just something I like doing. And then I draw pictures of the fish and I learn a little bit about each one. And sometimes I put it in my writing or just like my cartoons. But my recent kick that I just got on during set was the wobblegong. Pretty awesome.
I'll be a golf wobblegong, I think.
A golf one?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
I'm not seeing Australian.
You're not seeing Australian?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the spotted one. Regardless. Yeah, the set was good. The set was good for the lungs. I got to be a PA as well, and I got to run sound again, which felt really good. Learned how to change a dead cat, which is a specific type of film microphone that blocks out the wind, and not some weird shit. So don't look anything up. Or do and get educated on film equipment. I also like to point out what B said to me yesterday night, which is we had chicken for 4 days.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Let's break this down, right? So first night we have rotisserie chicken.
Right, which is the Friendsgiving.
Which is the Friendsgiving. Then Monday, one of our friends made fried chicken.
Tenders
Using
coconut flour, right?
Are we missing one?
What do you mean?
Because that was Tuesday.
Then we didn't have chicken for 4 days.
What did we have on Monday?
Pizza, right?
Oh! But we had a chicken parm sandwich!
We had a chicken parm sandwich. Never mind.
I'm so dead. I'm so... Oh my gosh, my head hurts from laughing. Oh.
Let's for grilled chicken on Friendsgiving.
No,
rotisserie chicken. Chicken parm sandwich on Monday. Tenders on Tuesday. Wednesday we had
Cluck.
Oh, the cluck from Jack in the Box. Because we were craving Jack in the Box. And then Thursday we had
Crack Shack
fried chicken. That's 5 days of chicken.
Oh my god.
We actually completed the cycle here, yeah.
Actually, I cannot believe... Because we also had calzone on Monday.
The calzone was great. I liked it a lot.
Oh my gosh. We had so much chicken.
I'm not even upset. Like, it was a good amount of variety.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And like it didn't go bad. Like it wasn't not bad, or rather, it didn't go stale. We weren't like, oh, please God, no more chicken.
Honestly, I could eat chicken tonight, but I would want to go with like a grilled chicken.
Something robust, something that says I love myself, right? You know, maybe like something like marinated in like milk to kind of make it like, creamier, Yeah. You're giving me a look of someone who's never marinated anything in milk.
Yeah, no. I prefer milk for drinking, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah. Marinated in milk? I think I marinated something in buttermilk once.
I think that's what I meant.
I think just picturing
Oh my
Just
god.
straight up milk.
Yeah, I think I meant buttermilk. But there's like this really great chicken somewhere local that gets marinated in like buttermilk or something like that.
Is that Charlie's
No,
Chicken?
it's
No.
Lucille's.
What's the one in downtown?
Talking about Roscoe's?
Yeah,
No, Roscoe's doesn't do that kind of chicken.
they do
Roscoe's does
fried chicken.
fried chicken, yeah.
Okay. No, what I'm thinking is like a grilled chicken Caesar salad.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I see.
But I've never. We could marinate buttermilk chicken. Yeah, I mean we'd have to make buttermilk using like milk and white vinegar or something, but it's doable.
Okay.
It was really cool to get to go to the ranch. It was like a historic center. It was made in the 50s,
Mhm.
30. It was made in the 30s and then
Yeah.
revamped in the 70s.
This we can actually name drop. This is called the Leo Carrillo Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. I've been there before, but it was nice to be there with friends
Mm.
and crewmates.
Mm-hmm. I realized when I posted it on Instagram, I forgot to include pictures of peacocks. There were peacocks there.
Yep, they were called Glamour Boys by the signs.
Oh yeah, the signs called them glamour boys. And I was just like, Apparently eucalyptus trees are not native to California.
I believe that.
Which I believe it. It's just like, didn't know that.
Not a lot of things are native here.
Fair.
Brought them all.
I guess it's pretty like flat. Maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know California agriculture that well yet.
Neither do I.
Other than like avocados.
Which are not like native, you know? They're from Mexico.
Avocados from
No.
Mexico.
That's yes, exactly. That's literally what it says.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, that's actually a good point.
Yeah. Oh.
What are you doing? Do you just want more moai? Okay. Okay, so we're doing this.
I guess the Moai magic is gone ever since we did the thing.
The moai episode?
Yeah. I got nothing in me anymore, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
The music isn't even like doing anything.
there's no cool music sound effects.
Yeah, it's just me going, oh.
Is that what plays when you walk in the room?
No. That would be so sick.
No, there's an internet thing that's like, what song plays when you walk in the room, or what song would you have play when you walk in the room?
Probably, probably have, what's his name? Eddie's theme from, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
How does that go?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I do remember it now.
Yeah, but not the sad one, not Valiant and Valiant, where he talks about his brother.
I think that's the one that I'm like hearing in my mind.
No,
but...
no. Yeah, I'll play you that one when we're done with this.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I remember at one point wanting it to be Get Back Up Again from Trolls. And then I remember wanting it to be Everything is Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
And then I remember getting made fun of for both of those.
Yeah. Not by me though.
No, never by you. But I don't know. Queen Bee by Lord, perhaps. I think that's what the name of the song is. It's called Royals.
What about Let It Grow from the Lorax?
Um,
Let it. Oh, I can't actually. We can't do that one.
That'll be.
I think Taylor Swift wrote that one, and I don't want to deal with anything related to that.
I don't think she wrote Let It Grow.
Really? Well, she was involved in some way.
She was involved with the Lorax.
She was the love interest, who was much older than the main character. If you can call him the main character.
Was she?
Yes.
They weren't like the same age?
No.
Oh.
Absolutely not. She was definitely older.
Interesting.
She had a house and she painted on her walls. Like, she was like a 20-something. And he was like 15.
No way.
Straight up! Watch the Lorax again.
Okay, I guess I'll add that to the list of movies to watch.
Watch the Lorax and say hi to my boy Cy. The O'Hare delivery guy. Yeah. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
How about that? You can't even fathom what I just did.
What did you just do?
I just cut you off before. I preemptively striked because I knew you were going to start singing the part about Cy and the O'Hare delivery guy.
Mm-hmm.
I win.
Yeah.
Check. And mate. Oh, thank you, actually. Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you ever just eat Would you ever just eat a whole fucking like Winnie the Pooh jar of honey?
No.
Just what if you only had one stump arm?
That honey looked so bomb.
It did.
But honey does not look that bomb.
Yeah, I remember I actually had my first scoop of honey after watching Winnie the Pooh. Because I was eating my rice and beans and being like, oh, honey, when I was a little kid. Because I was like, man, this tastes good. It's nutritious, man. But then my dad was like, you want to try real honey? And I was like, oh, well, I don't mind if I do, Father. And I wagged my little fingers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, okay. And I was like, he gave me a tiny spoon, and I was like, so
you were like, I want to munch.
Yeah,
like
I was like, I'm sorry. Did you see how much that guy was eating? More, right? And he was like, you're gonna hurt yourself. And I was like, more. And so he gave me more, and it was disgusting. My face went, and I was like, oh. I was like, how does he do this?
It's because he's a bear.
Yeah, it's because he's a bear.
Yeah.
She's right. But the thing is, I'm not a bear. My tongue was not ready.
You're also probably like 4.
Yeah.
4 or 5 or 6 or something.
Just think of a little me just gouging my eyes out as I try to deal with a giant spoonful of orange blossom honey getting sent down my gullet. Dear God.
Do you remember when we tried playing charades? And you tried figuring out what to do for Winnie the Pooh? Do you remember that?
You wanna enlighten me? Oh my God. You okay?
I think I have hiccups. They might be gone now.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, you were just kind of like, you sort of like made a honey motion, maybe rubbed your stomach a little bit, tried to do the ears. But it's because I think we were figuring out how to play charades. Because I think there are many different ways of playing charades.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get better at it, so.
That makes sense. You didn't really tell the story at all, but
okay,
that's
go
fine.
ahead. You tell the story then.
No, yeah, it was a cold day in northern Siberia. The Old Testament hadn't been spoken or uttered in about 6 millennia, as the suns rose on another day in hell. I was doing what I normally do, making sure that the radiator was still on, and roasting my assorted glizzies upon it, waiting for my wife to rise in the morn. I put on my Federation mandated blue jumpsuit with a sickle on it, for the hammer had been divorced long before. As I combed back my 6 hairs on my chin. A mask would soon conceal those, as they were the only that survived the great debeardening. Low-class men could not wear such beautiful hair, and I had not seen any grow upon my head in many a moon. For you see, envy, greener than that of a sickly child, was worn on the face of those above who looked below and saw beauty. But alas, my morning alarm finally chimed loud enough for me to notice it, and it was time to attend my workstation. And then I did like a Winnie the Pooh charade or something. I don't know.
That was a beautiful tale.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You were there, so I don't know why you're really being dramatic or whatever.
Yeah?
Yeah. You remember Mater's? You know Mater's Tall Tales?
Yeah, I do.
every Mater's Tall Tale, you're Lightning McQueen. You're the Lightning McQueen of my Mater. You know, you should remember because you were there. You were actually there with me.
Yeah, I was the wife that hadn't woken up yet.
Amen.
We have made the move to put me on this side of the microphone, so if you want to comment what you think about that, do that.
That implies that they can tell that we switched positions. You know, I bet nobody actually was like able to tell. You know what I mean? And
You don't think I'm any louder?
I don't think that's why you're louder.
I don't know.
Well, whatever. Maybe it is. Comment down below, damn, be loud, if you think that B is an adequate volume. I'd like to go into one last thing today. This one is very near and dear to my heart, and I mentioned it earlier, but it was slightly overlooked by both me and my counterpart here. Glizzy. I just learned what that meant. Glizzy. Do you hear me, America? Glizzy is a hot dog. You know, like a regular hot dog. Glizzy. If you eat a glizzy, perhaps suggestively or a little too fast, you may be considered a glizzy gobbler.
Guzzler.
No. A glizzy gobbler or a glizzy goblin. If you are adequate beyond others who gobble, right? If you surpass glizzy gobbling expectations, you become the throat goat, right? I imagine that a lot of hot dog eating champions are in the throat goat umbrella.
I believe it.
Our 44th president is a throat goat. Actually, apparently, according to media, all of them are. All the recent presidents are throat goats. Which, perhaps that just means that photographers are great at capturing people at their worst times. But I think we already knew that. We should clarify that I mean, like, tabloid photographers.
Mm-hmm.
Because some photographers are actually really, really cool. Glizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you care to weigh in on this?
No.
Not at all?
Other than I think it's glizzy guzzler.
It's not glizzy guzzler. You don't guzzle a glizzy. Would you guzzle a hot dog?
You could.
Okay. How would you guzzle a hot dog?
Well, that's how like competitive eaters do it.
They slurp it down?
Yeah. They dip it in water and they don't chew.
No.
You exclusively swallow.
No. I thought they just had residual teeth in their necks. Or is that like a Lance Armstrong disqualification if you have like glizzy gobblers inside of your mouth or inside of your neck?
I don't know.
You think that they would disqualify a hot dog eating champion if, or rather a hot dog eating competitor, if he had glizzy guzzling capabilities, or rather glizzy gobbling capabilities inside of his neck?
Are they natural?
They're natural.
Then no.
Really? So you think he would just have a leg up on the competition
Yeah.
and that'd be okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's who he actually is.
Yeah.
So it's almost like accepting that someone was like born to gobble glizzies.
I guess so.
Could you explain something to me?
I could try.
How many glizzies do you think you've had in your whole life?
I don't know. I've gobbled a great deal of glizzies. Probably like 100, I guess.
Yeah.
You?
Oh, definitely like 300 glizzies. For sure.
That's pretty sussy.
It is. It is. And I do feel great shame for that.
Then why would you talk about it?
Huh?
What?
What's that?
Sir? You find great amusement in it.
I think glizzy is the funniest shit ever. I just think it's so funny as a word, as a concept.
Glizzy.
Yeah, glizzy. Like, who the fuck comes up with this stuff?
I do not know.
That's so funny. I don't know. We live in a strange day and age, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Amen.
Set the dryer.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, thanks for joining us on this ride. We're
Yes.
glad to be back in the saddle.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna be pumping out some content for you. So we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
I could sit with you forever as the cycle spins the globe.